So you have now your own streaming platform called TrueBlue, which you just launched very recently. The whole idea behind it, and correct me if I'm wrong, is basically a platform dedicated to essentially true crime, these types of sting operations. You're doing a show there. What are some of the other types of shows that people can expect to watch?
Well, for instance, we have a one coming out called the Facebook Fiend, where a number of young women had been victimized by a guy who posed as this new agey, musician, and he would set up meetings. He would sexually assault them, physically assault them, take money from them, and this grooming would take place over a period of weeks. And these women were so upset that they couldn't get their story told, and they weren't getting, interest that they thought they should get from law enforcement. And it was all around the country. I mean, it was Arizona and Washington State and Maryland, and this guy was very prolific, and he's a total sociopath. And so they came to me, and we started putting it together. And this is why TrueBlue is so great, because we can respond to these things very quickly. Within weeks of them coming to me, we're doing interviews.
Because your mission isn't like we need views on a network. Your mission is we need to get as many of these stories out as we can.
Well, exactly. I mean, look, we need views.
Sure.
Right. We're not doing this
for free.
Yeah. I mean, we need to cover what we do here. So there's obviously a commercial aspect to it, but also we cut through all the bureaucracy of a big network.
Yeah. Right.
We don't have 12 months of A meetings and B meetings and green light meetings, and the agent pairs you up with a production company and they go pitch it, and they may give you seed money for the sizzle, but then they don't want the sizzle because their budget's messed up for that year, and could we do it next year, and now we go to a different network. It's mind-numbing. Now I call Sean Reck, who's my partner at TrueBlue, and say I need a crew on Thursday. Conrad shows up with his gear and crew on Thursday, and we shoot the story.
That sounds much better.
Now, because it is much better. And look, I'm in a stage of my career where I can do this, right? But because of the investigation, partly because of our investigation into the Facebook Fiend, charges were filed in Washington State. And because of our investigation, they were able to determine that he was in New York, and they were able to get a warrant, and they were able to get the marshals to grab him.
Awesome.
And they went on and got him and bring him back to Washington to face criminal charges. Now, I've watched a lot of these cases, and a lot of these predators, all kinds of predators, know how to target vulnerable people. Not stupid people, not desperate people, vulnerable people, and they know right who to look for. Single mom, not much of a social life. What a nice guy. Yeah, sure, let's continue this conversation. Maybe we can get together. My son is with his grandpa this weekend. Let's get together. And that's how it starts. And they know this.